Yeah, you're the GOAT. We got it.
It's important. And that's why if I meet a girl and she's half into me or some frivolous shit or if I had a girl, she had her own life, I had my own life, but she was hot, sometimes we smashed, I would see that as a net loss of energy for me. I would say, no, it's a net loss. I'm the one doing the work. I'm the one doing all the fucking work. Like I always will be. I don't know, maybe some of these other dudes
Even
get
if
pegged
it's like
and shit.
that?
I'm the one doing all the work. So it's just, why am I doing it? She's winning. I don't want that. I want it to be a mutual exchange. And that's why a woman who truly cares about me, it's amazing. I'll tell you how this is true in case anyone doubts me at home. Anyone thinks I'm talking shit. Next time you are sick, next time you are seriously sick, next time you are genuinely sick and you're ill in bed, you don't call your boys. Who do you call? You call a chick. Oh my God,
it's a fact.
You call a chick.
That's a fucking fact, dude. Holy shit.
And they sit next to you.
Call your girl.
Sit and get sick with you and they'll hug you and they'll give you their energy and their love and you'll feel better. Yeah. It's a real thing. When you're sick, you notice it. I have that all the time.
That's so true. When I'm sick, you know what she does? Brings up the force fields back up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm injured. Oh shit.
I make your chicken noodle soup that you don't like, and I make you eat it so you feel
chicken
better.
Liver soup, yes.
True. When you're sick and a girl loves you, she will fucking come in bed
and she'll make you better.
We wouldn't do that. Like when a girl's sick, I'm like, yo, like get better.
I would do that for either of you.
What?
If you guys needed me when you're sick, I would fucking show up.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
We don't want you to cuddle in bed though.
No, I want to cuddle, but I'll fucking Postmates.
Even if you're sick, you don't want your boys. You want a chick because they have a healing energy. Yes, they love you.
A sick blowy doesn't hurt too.
Yeah. That's true. Fuck that. It's a healing energy. So my point is that why only apply that when you're sick? Why not apply that to your entire life? Why not just every single woman who sees you? If I walk in the room and one of my chicks sees me walk in the room, I can see in her eyes like it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't want just some bitch who's hot and I just fuck her. That's a loss for me. I'm not interested in that.
Tropical.
So I don't pick up chicks
my question then.
All right,
if he gets the chick that he truly wants, the way he explains it, is he going to be loyal to her? No.
No, he
exactly. So he's never gonna get a girl like that.
Wow, that's kind of crazy because what you haven't learned, what you don't know yet is that, and this is what I actually figured out this week, is that Andrew Tate, apparently he has 4 kids and he has 3 wives. Yeah, so you're so off. You're so off. Look at her. Caught her completely off guard. He has 3 wives. He converted to Islam and he's got 4 kids. You didn't know about this, so you gotta
breathe air.
Like real wives?
Yeah, like real
on
wives.
Papers and everything?
I don't know. He calls them wife. Maybe they're just wifeys. Maybe not.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably
like
not papers and all that.
You can call wifeys and
don't matter. No,
yes, it does matter. Yes, it does matter because wifeys is not a girl that you actually like gonna care about. Like she gets
wifey is a girl that you maintain, you provide, you take care of.
Okay, yes, and she is with him because he provides and gives a lot of money. Like Drake's fucking baby mother. She's set for life.
Drake's baby mama is not a wifey because he did not claim that. He smashed, didn't put the sauce in the condom. She got pregnant, right? And then she wanted to keep the baby because she knew that baby was a golden child. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, nah, I don't like you. I was just kind of bored that night. And now he has to pay for that mistake with her every single day. But now he has a beautiful kid too. You know what I'm saying? So like, he has to, as a man, you just have to deal with it. You have to be able to provide. A lot of guys, what do if they're not Drake? They end up just booking. They end up leaving. Like, I'm going to take care of this kid. I don't want this kid. Right?
Yeah, but he takes care of all these women and all these kids just because he has money. But does he genuinely care about all of these 3 wives? No.
Of course. What did you just hear him say? He just said he's giving all these 3 wives the attention that the provide, the care, the attention that they want. He does everything as a man to lead them in the right direction. Now I don't know if they're there with him. I don't know how he truly maintains that kind of lifestyle. I don't know where they live.
They don't even live together.
I don't know.
Or do they even know about each other?
Of course they know about it. Of course they know about each other, bro. Of course they know.
I don't run out here picking up chicks in the
Do you have a main girl? Okay,
I'm not going to talk about my personal life because I'll tell you why. Because there's feral psychopaths who are out who have attempted to destroy me. So I have to be very careful what I say. So I'll tell you why. Because there's feral psychopaths. I'm not going to talk about my personal life because I'll tell you why. Because there's feral psychopaths who are out who have attempted to destroy me. So I have to be very careful what I say now.
No worries.
So like there's literally feral psychopaths who are on a mission to try.
Liam came in for a question here.
Oh yeah, run it. Go for it.
No, I'm gonna blind in it.
I was going to say, I just think this is the kind of stuff that I think is so important for young men to actually hear. And this is like just not talked about enough. The fact that like having relationships with a woman is not just about
Yo,
sex.
shout out to
Absolutely, it's about
IXS,
also
EXO.
all
Shout out
this
to
other stuff that we're
Astro.
talking
What's
about,
up,
the
guys?
energy, like how you feel in it. And I was talking to the boys earlier about like, I'm trying to settle down. I'm trying to have a kid in general. But my biggest issue was always like just allowing myself to fully, in a sense, be okay with myself. Like I've struggled with that my whole life. And I'm kind of at a point in my life where I'm trying to like decide who the right person is for me to like basically have a kid with. Right? I'm 33 years old. And it's something that I really want to do. How do you know when is the right time, and how do you know when is the right person? And I was kind of talking to them a little bit about it, but I just wanted your perspective on this.
That's a really good question, man. That's deep one. It's a good one.
But
no, it is.
I asked it though because
So how do you know when is the right time, and how do you know when is the right girl? First of all, so choosing correctly, and then how do you know when is the right time? So I think they already went through how do you know when the right girl is? I think we just immediately went over that.
Yeah.
So when is the right time for a man? So what I've heard from Fresh and Fit, this is what Myron said. I think he said you need to have slept with 50 girls, you need to have over $100,000 in your bank account, or you need to be making over $100,000. You need to be 35, and I forgot. Those are the ones I remember. That's what he said is the right time. Now, do you guys agree with that? 1, if you agree. 2, if you disagree.
What do you think, you personally, as a man?
I think I agree. I think for most men, yeah. The thing is that I live in New York City. My lifestyle in New York City, your lifestyle is very fast paced. So since everything is so together in such a short amount of time, I'm able to essentially run laps around people that are in other states like Russia, or in other countries like Russia, right? Where everything is so far apart. You can't make 5 moves without wasting your whole day. You know what I'm saying? I can make 5 moves in half a day. So I get things done a lot faster. So I think I personally have a lot more life experience, especially since I always like to put myself in uncomfortable situations. I'm always like to test new things. I always like to try new things, right? I think I've expedited like my lifestyle experiences. That's just my personal opinion. But I still agree. I think for the most part, 35 years old, have slept with over 50 women, you're making $100,000, then you'll know you're ready to settle down.
What?
Because you have to work hard to get to those levels. You get what I'm saying?
But what do you do, for example, in our situation? Because I'm older than you.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when you're gonna be 35, it's not a good age for me at this point to have a kid.
No. To have kids, I mean, at this point, we're really at I'm certain we're gonna have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know. That's why I'm asking you. What age do you think would be great?
Before 30.
Before your 30 or my 30?
Before your 30, babe.
Before my 30?
Yeah, babe. We have to do it before you're 30.
Do you know how old I am?
Yeah, I know.
Question.
No, I know. No, don't. I mean, you can say if you want to, but I know, and that's why I work hard every day to be able to try to provide that kind of lifestyle.
Because in order for us to make it before 30, we gotta go right now, guys.
But no, like, I don't know. I think that's just me. That's personally where I'm at in life, and it's my decision. So, but I think that we can't do it until I make a certain amount. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. We can't do it until I make a certain amount of money.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And until, like, we've built everything up to where it streams so well. I want to have several different businesses too. So
I think you also have to, in my opinion, some guys might disagree. You have to live together. You cannot have a baby if you don't live together.
Well, Andrew Tate may disagree, but no, I agree. I mean, I agree personally for us, the way our relationship dynamic is. I think we would have to live together. But yeah, that would be a different conversation.
When I look for things, I look for everything you just said, which is like, who's the person that you go towards that is like healing, that is like loving, is more than just pussy and some whatever ass.
You got to build that.
Let me apply it to a slightly different scenario. Let's look at it from a business perspective, right? So I probably have maybe 90 to 100 people who work for me, and I would not.
Wait, IXS said, bro said what? Get out of here. What'd I say? He said 2. Somebody said 1.25. Better stay young to keep up with your kid. LOL. Facts.
If I had somebody who
not really, bro. I mean, if you're 35, I think if you're in good shape, you'll still be good.
Very capable,
I think
but
it's
was
also
absolutely
like
not
mentally
dedicated and completely loyal.
So like you don't have such a big difference.
Whereas if I had a guy who's No,
mentality.
I'm not saying they're complete useless. I'm saying they fuck up a bit in there, but they try their absolute best. They're loyal to the cause. They're there on time. They really give it their all, and perhaps they're not as capable as some other people.
Okay.
I think loyalty and absolute dedication is an extremely important thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
If I were to have a kid with a woman, my biggest thing to look for above looks, above even her intellect, it would be two things. It'd be one, the family she has around her, and we'll talk about that why in a second. And two would be how dedicated she is to me. If you were to give me a woman and she was dedicated to me to the end, and I could see it. No matter what, I'm the man she wants. She only talks about how I'm the only man she wants. She doesn't want anyone else. That's what I'd be interested in having a kid with, because you never know what's going to happen in life. And if it all goes wrong for me, I can't be sitting in the cell thinking my baby mama's fucking somebody else. I can't handle it. So I need that dedication. The second thing when it comes to kids is family, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay. So
Dedication?
he's like, I cannot sit there knowing that my baby mother fucks somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. So does he give enough dick to all 3 baby mamas so they don't have to go and fuck anybody else and they're satisfied sexually?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because
The answer is I don't know. The answer is it could be. I don't know. He said he's not going to talk about that his private life. Now, if I were in that position, if I were to put myself in Andrew Tate's shoes, all right, the way in which I think Andrew Tate would answer that question is pretty much, I'm sure he has a system. I'm sure that the women are provided for and well taken care of. They're willing to wait for the dick. And I'm sure that when they get it, he makes it count. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that it's a rotation. I'm sure it's all scheduled in properly.
it has to be rotation, absolutely. But then like you saying, oh, it counts. It counts for the girls, but for him, it's like an everyday sex probably because they have rotation. So he can't be performing like, oh, we only have sex once a week. Let's make it
I'm telling
great.
you that's probably
You know what I
it.
mean? Like,
it's probably like once a week. Bro, you cannot make as many moves as Andrew Tate does and travel all around and have sex with each girl every day. It's just not happening. Unless he brings them around everywhere and he brings his kids everywhere with him, which I doubt he does. Because nobody
ever
really
saw
knows
him,
about them
yeah.
or seen them. So I'm sure he has his own system. He also talks about how his father wasn't around often and he was still able to become the man he was. And the father doesn't really need to be in the household as much as the mother does. Like he saw his father probably like once every other week.
I disagree with that.
Like
I
that.
think that's what.
I mean, that's definitely a different lifestyle. He probably got a mold somewhere.
Right. And this extrapolates out. This is actually very important. Because when a man, I think a lot of the reason why men today, especially older men, are slightly a bit unhappy is there's always going to be a degree of rebel or a degree of adventure that every man needs to feel satisfied. And once you have a child, if you completely get rid of those things and only live and exist for the baby, especially when it's very young. When it's older, it's a bit different. When you exist only for the baby and become a second mother, you're going to be very unhappy as a man. You're going to need your time away as a man. And the woman's going to be stuck with just a baby and be unhappy. And in my experience, people I know, if you find a woman with a good family, like she has a sister who has a kid and her mom's around and the family unit's strong, and they say it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
if there's other women and because women are great with babies. They love that shit. So like, if you were to ask me if I had,
You agree, babe? You agree? You agree?
I don't know because.
What do you mean you don't know? If I moved your Russian parents out here and they're with you and they had like your mom is gonna be like, oh my god, the baby. My mom's gonna be like, oh my god, the baby.
Of course.
And y'all around, and then even Alana with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all all be like, oh my
I
god,
just say
the
that
baby.
I don't know personally how I'm going to react to even my own baby because I never had a chance to deal with the babies.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You won't know until you. Until
Yeah.
You do it. I get it. Makes sense. But my best friend just had a baby too. And his name is Tristan, which is funny enough. He decided to name his kid Tristan. Yeah, I can't wait till you see him. I want to see how you act around that baby too.
Why? Are you testing me?
That's definitely a test. That's definitely a test. Absolutely, 100%. So you better be on your P's and Q's. You better start looking up, yo, how do good mothers react to newborn babies? Yo, shout out to Pep Miller for the future baby. Do you prefer a boy or a girl?
Oh, that is so.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what she's like, I don't know how I'm going to react. This is how she's going to react. That's how a good woman reacts, all right? That's how a good wifey reacts. Oh, my God.
So I answered this question for him. He does not prefer a boy or a girl. He wants twins.
No, but all right. Answer the question. Obviously, all right. Our first priority is we want twins. We'd like twins. I would like them to be boys. I personally would like them to be boys.
I thought you wanted to have girls and make them lesbian.
No.
That's what you kept saying.
If I had girl, I didn't say I want to make them. I said if I had a girl, I would hope to God, I would pray. I would start praying, and I would hope she's a lesbian. Personally, like that's what I said before. But now I'm of the, you know what? It really, like, understanding the masculine and feminine role. I would try to essentially lead my girl to understand that she'd have to listen to her father and learn from her mother. And we're good examples of that. And if she wants to be a wife and a good mother, then, you know, we'd be able to explain it to her. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't like to have a girl because I would be scared when she turns into a teenager and she gets pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Especially with social media, with Instagram. As a father, you cannot control these things. You know what I'm saying? So are you going to be the passive father or are you going to be the super strict father?
If you raise them well, then they don't do it. I think.
Yeah, I think, and that's the thing is that, like, as a father, you have to be have such a strong bond with your kids. You know what I'm saying? They have to truly respect you to their core. You get what I'm saying? Like, and especially your daughter, because like the way you treat your daughter is what she's gonna look for when she grows older in another man that she decides to be with.
Absolutely.
She's gonna look for someone that's like her father. So that's why it's important to have that kind of bond with your daughter.
I personally want that our kids would be one boy and one girl, because girl is important for you to bring all those like feelings and sentimental things out in a man.
Empathy.
You know how guys change when they have girls, you know, like
they start viewing women differently.
You get more emotional. You are getting more understanding.
Emotional damage.
Mr. Damn.
I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying, and that's why, like, you know, look at Joe Rogan, bro. Surrounded by women, fucking Kanye West, surrounded by women. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle to keep your masculinity, and Joe Rogan's made jokes about this. Remember in his comedy special? He's like, I'm surrounded by women. It's like a constant struggle for my masculinity.
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan, yeah.
I haven't seen his comedy special.
We watched it together a long time ago. You don't remember, but he made this joke.
Oh, the old one when he was saying that the woman invented tampon? No, the man.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure, like, even though I would like a boy, I am so positive that I'm gonna have a girl. Right? My cousins had a boy. My best friends had 2 boys. I'm gonna have a girl. There's no way I'm not. I'm definitely gonna have a girl. It's not cap. IXSEXO. There's no right way to raise kids. Parents just wing it. I mean, at the end of the day, you can make the argument, but it's like, as long as you're certain of who you are and how you got to where you're at, you chose the right woman, right? So good masculine energy, good feminine energy. We're good role models for our kids. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people that wing it as parents, right? I mean, it's good. You have to try, right? But they're not certain of who they are. So when they have the kid, all that uncertainty goes on to the kid. And then the kid is confused because they don't have good role models. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I think, you know, as most parents lack it, because they don't really know how to explain these nuances or complexities to kids about masculinity and femininity. It's not even talked about ever. I wasn't raised with these kinds of conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Kid who'd be the ideal target. It'd be a woman with a couple sisters and a mom, and they all have young kids, and now she has a kid, and they get to do a bunch of kid shit together, and I don't really want to go see Frozen. It's bullshit. I'm out with my boys. I'm in the gym. They're doing the Frozen shit. Boom, boom. You need a good family unit, and you need someone who's dedicated to you. And then yeah. Bro,
Brad,
if she's
Frozen,
a 7.
Brad, I gotta ask something real quick. Wait. What if you really love this girl, right, but she has crazy daddy issues?
What does that mean?
Like she doesn't talk to her family, she doesn't talk to her parents.
That's fine. I'm just talking about an ideal scenario.
Do you make exceptions? Like,
yeah, of course I'd make exceptions, but you can also extrapolate that, right? So you can fix the problem. So let's say I found the perfect girl in every way, but she didn't have a strong family unit. I'd fix that myself. I'd go to Tristan and say, cool, who's your main chick? Bang. All right, these 2 chicks are gonna live together. Bang, you knock her up, I'll knock my one up. Boom, now she has her own family. Bang.
Wait a second.
Yo, what kind of game is that, bro? Imagine. Okay, how would you okay, I just want to hear your thoughts on it. Let me hear your thoughts on it first. I'm gonna get too carried away. Yo, shout out to the 38 people here. Shout out to y'all. It's always a good live stream when my girls are around. Babe, respond to that, please. Let's get your feminine perspective.
Let me just get it right. So he said that then he goes to his brother. Brother finds a girl.
Brother already has a main girl.
Okay, so they start living together. These girls, right?
Yeah, these girls. He moves them in. He moves.
Then
in
they
with
put
her.
babies in
They
them.
put babies in both of them.
So then they have a family and they're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Good, right?
Great job. It's every girl's dream to have a baby at the same time with her best friend, so they both could like walk around pregnant and share all this crap around,
Exactly.
and then you give birth at the same time, and then you always have to do the same things because you got pregnant at the same time and you gave birth.
Exactly. So since I live with my cousin, right? Would you and Lori want to have a baby together?
Why not? I think it's cool.
That's a W, bro. That's a W. That's a huge W.
I think that would because also like me and Lori, we don't communicate besides when we hang out all together. It would bring us closer together as a family because we would share like common things.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie, that's my plan, bro. When me and my cousin are ready to have kids, we're gonna have this conversation. I swear to God. So I'm not even playing. It's already planned out.
Wait a second.
Bro, you're fucking crazy.
Wait.
That's too good. Done. It's done.
You're not.
Did you have that planned?
No, it's just the truth.
Bro, you're a fucking comedian.
Wait, Slim,
That's
get in
true.
here.
But it's not
I'll
100%.
I'll fix the issue, bro.
Yeah,
You need women around you. You need the baby atmosphere. Boom, let's make it.
But
Bang,
now
bang,
you gotta
bang,
convince. But now you gotta convince Tristan to have a kid with some girl that maybe he doesn't want to have a kid.
He's upstairs.
Do this. Cool.
Oh, you're so
Done.
I understand what you're saying. Though. I
but
understand.
you can also create an environment then create an environment around it. Or
But why not?
introduce-
Why not?
Or no. Introduce her to your family, your
That's what I'm
sister,
saying.
your mother.
Why not have
Get a
Tristan
family
be
unit.
her new brother?
Get a family unit. I think that it takes a village to raise children. I think some of the biggest problems with the world today are now that a lot of people are isolated and the nuclear family is kind of broken down. I know when I was young, I was raised with a bunch of cousins, aunts, uncles. That it's not so much like that anymore. I think it was better when we were.
That's why, I'm not gonna lie, that's why I want to take you to Ecuador, babe, because like that's how my family is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my great grandmother had 8 kids, bro. 8 kids. And you met one of my aunts, remember? You met one of my aunts the other day, and it's like these are people I never thought they would come out here and you would meet. And it's like, you don't understand. Like, we have a whole set like this. Like, a whole set. And every time I go over, bro, I haven't seen them in years. Always caring. Always ready with food. Always doing big, oh, my God, George is coming. Steven's coming. Oh, my God, he's coming over. Like, let's get the family together. Let's start planning our days off. You know what I'm saying? On the weekends. Like, we got to make sure that while they're here, they see every single family member. You know what I'm saying? They go to every single household and everybody's there and everybody eats at the big ass table. Like that shit is gone nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like I love and I care my family so much.
I wish I'd have an opportunity to spend Christmas with our families together.
Exactly. And that's why it's important. That's why I think, one of the best decisions I made with you was also like understanding like where your roots come from, like how you are with your family, like what's your family dynamic with your father, what's your family dynamic with your mother, with your grandmother, how were you raised? Like I asked you all these questions, you know what I'm saying? Because like I wanted to see, like, do you kind of come from the same background that I come from?
But unfortunately, I'm not able to spend time with my family yet.
Unfortunately, not yet. Wish them.
I hope so.
All right.
Larger groups, and I think that if you can try and keep that involved, it's also a lot better for the man because you're going to need your freedom.
Yeah.
You can't just I've had a baby now, so my life's over. And I think with women, to a degree, if they have a baby and they sacrifice certain parts of their life for the baby, for some reason I think they're more biologically positioned to do that. If you look at men, there's studies that show if a man hangs around a baby, his testosterone level goes off the roof and they get depressed and all these things because you're just not set up for it. I mean, I've been around children crying or screaming. And the chicks don't seem to care, but all the men are like, it's just a thing.
No, the
it's
guys
just a
are
thing.
stressed.
It's just a weird thing. So I think that you need to keep that in mind and plan ahead for it, and then you'll be happier overall.